comfortable in this game because Rock is having a field day since last game. Wawa and Inua was making so much room for Rock to play around, and this game, Rock is the center of attention, especially in the early game for Gen G Esports.
Yeah, I mean, we was talking about this in the green room as well, right? Like, these teams that have momentum, it definitely shows a advantage for them as well, right? And after that momentum of game
defeat.
one, and now you've got Rock on the pay, that could be huge momentum.
Let's wait and see if they can just kind of like keep riding the wave. If they can keep riding the wave, this is going to be a 2-0 for Gen G Esports. But we know that Boom Esports wants to stop this, and that's going to be their goal as we move into Game 2.
That's going to be their goal, and we're always looking for progress, right? You don't want to go out on a 2-0 when you've taken a 2-1 from them already. You definitely want to make this one count.
And especially how to make it count, Toshi and Impressive already getting mid-priority as they are cementing their lead into the Gorge in such an early fashion here.
Early fashion, exactly. I mean, we're seeing there that obviously Toshi and Impressive are just going around as one, trying to pick up those resources like this Spike-tail Beast here as well. Miji also coming through to try and get some of that, steal it away, and then we have a bit of a rotation here. Rock and Clue come through with Wawa here, potentially getting the pickup onto Toshi.
This just feels like a deja vu from last game here, especially like they went for the invade immediately.
Yeah.
The Gen G bunch just comes in and collects all the kills here, and already, first minute in, 2-0.
Boom Esports is making the right decisions, but the execution is not there. They come in, take the resource, but then when they try to run, they're unable just to escape.
Yep, you can't run, you can't hide. Pay is gonna find you, right? I mean, that seems to be the MO of Gen G, but even that, on top of it, Inua has the range as well to put it on from a distance, so even though Boom thinks they can get away, those couple blades are gonna hurt.
But look at this though, as we have a 2v2 towards the top side right now, as Wawa gets engaged on. Wawa looks for Carl. Carl gets knocked up. Carl goes extremely low. He gets the last hit onto Carl.
Carl went up to the top side of the map to give reinforcement over to Miji. He did not give what he wanted. He, if anything, kind of hindered him up into this clash lane.
He wanted to come and save, but he's the one that needed some saving.
He did need saving indeed, right? I mean, I didn't expect Fade to get run down that so easy.
Exactly, and this early game just reminds me of last game right now. And let's check back to the replay real quick and just look at this. 2v1 by Wawa. Migi flashes out. Carl gets knocked up, takes the full set of skills and immediately dies to Wawa.
Yeah, Inua there. I mean, after that whole replay, you saw no couple blades being thrown. So he's just like, well, Wawa's got this. I don't need to do anything, brother.
Wawa's literally on fire at this point. That game of performance coming into Game 2, he is still continuing that dominance into the Clash lane.
Dominance into the Clash lane, and even dominance here onto the gold lead as well. We're already seeing that 800 gold lead. It's early, but it's something for the side of Gen G in the jungle. Right now, we do see the ward being committed here. Wawa could be a little bit worse for wear, but he's able to dish out a lot of damage. Exhausts the flash into the wrong direction, meaning that Tatsuri gets the kill.
Seems like that's going to be the only way that they're going to be able to take on Wawa, coming in a 2v1.
But look at this fight, it's coming back once again, but Tatsuri flashes in.
He does flash in, and obviously we've already used the Destiny counter as well for the side of Boom Esports. Impressive does not have that impressive ultimate to drive away Gen G at this point in the game.
Okay, a constellation kill coming out. Boom Esports, at least they get something towards this early game. If not, I don't want to see them bleed in the early game like just now, but look at Rock, he's coming onto Migi.
Yeah, Migi game, literally Piggy in the middle, once again get taken down. But realistically, should they not be focusing Ray down here? We don't want Lady Soon to just be able to grow in this game, right?
Well, it is the fact and truth here, but just look at who is growing here. We mentioned pre-game here, you don't want Rock to be growing, but he's already having this solid 1,000 gold lead over Carl in the jungle.
Yeah, definitely something you want to kind of maintain here for the side of Boom Esports, try and put a little bit of a stop on it. But speaking of stops, it ain't stopping here. The neutral objectives are up. It's already pretty much half life, so
You see the speed of that. Just come in 10 seconds and then it's gone. Even if Carl has the fade, I don't think that they can contest that. Look at that. One more time, thrusting punches.
Oh, the Parasol saves Toshi there, but is it going to be enough damage coming through onto Gen G? Ray, he's able to get out with his life. So both marksmen staying alive within this one.
Staying alive, and right now Rock is continuing for the chase, but a defensive World is my board cancels off any further engage coming in from the side of Gen G Esports here. At the very least, Mickey in the clash lane gets a tower for free.
Yeah, consolation prize, right? I mean, he's taken the beatings in this last 4 minutes. He's like, guys, let me just have a
If
breather.
I be him, I would take anything that they want to give me.
Yeah.
Believe me, I need hugs and I need presents right now.
A little bit of TLC for Miji on the side of Boom Esports. But yeah, again, this is going to set great priority here for Sunset. So now he's not going to have to feel like he sticks in lane too much. He can use that set sail to be a little bit more active onto the gorge.
A little bit more proactive.
Here for Boom is a bit of a problem.
But at the very least here, Blam, this game has been looking better compared to last game where Boom Esports was just bleeding out in every single fight.
Yeah, definitely a progress here for the boys over at Boom Esports, right? We do see that the Azure Golem was actually secured there by Carl as well. So really, they just need to maintain this composure and take these fights in their own stride. Rock will look to try and get a bit of a bait onto Carl, but slippily out.
Gen G right now is going to put their eyes on this tier 2 turret. It's going to fall completely uncontested, but Boom Esports want to take a fight. The box is going to come in, but it's going to be impressive. The one that's going to try one more time. Look.
The board does use as a zone potential here with Miji to the back line with the boat as well. Picks off Clue, so the sustain is now gone from Gen G, but that's not an issue when they have damage. Ray gets the pick onto Tatsuri, looking to get a few more kills here as well. Carl cannot finesse Rock and gets the takedown.
Ray and Wawa comes up huge with the flash engage towards the entire team of Boom Esports. When you thought the set sail was gonna catch multiple members coming in from Gen G Esports, Ray and Wawa stood up and immediately annihilated any hopes of Boom Esports in that team fight.
It was a good position. If the Boom Esports, they did not have the positioning there. Gen G came in from the flank, they take the boat, they want to fight back, and look at the replay, just the positioning of everyone.
Yeah, exactly, positioning. I mean, Miji had beautiful positioning into the backline to get that early pickup onto Clue, which could have been trouble, but the fact that Wawa just had that flash out to then go back in when his teammates were there was enough to give him that second win to go through and do a lot of damage and enable Ray on the Lady Sun to pick up that double kill.
It was really Wawa. He really caught off Toshi mispositioning on this early and immediately punished him for overextending to that certain level.
Yeah, I mean, once you take something like the Ali and the Ishin off of Boom, the damage, like potential, the slumps.
It just slumps, and where does the damage come from? Carl is severely behind compared to Rock. Right now, just look at it. 2 levels up by Rock over this jungle opponent of Carl.
I mean, look at all the buffs as well onto the side of Gen G. I mean, that's 2 Azure Golems, that's 2 Crimsons, a lot of buffs.
They are going to keep everything. They're monopolizing all of the resources in the map. As we hit the 10-minute mark, the Shadow Overlord and the Shadow Tyrant are going to be online.
Yeah, they're just building their financial rapport here onto the side of Gen G for now, and even trying to pick up that Tyrant as well. Shadow Tyrant being taken off here. A 10-minute game, looking a little bit more intense here for Gen G. We see a takedown from Clue. Toshi's already gone down, so a lot of damage already been taken off. The sustain from Impressive is now off of the gorge.
Devastating misposition coming in from Toshi here. He was sealed from his paracel. He couldn't return. If he returned, he was going to be met by javelins. He's going to be met by Clue stun. So definitely a crucial time to be out of position here coming in from Toshi. And right now, Gen G, they're knocking onto your tier 3.
This is going to be difficult to defend because we know that Tatsuri does not want to die and just cannot clean the wave. He's too much pressure coming into the back lane.
Yeah, a little bit too much, too fast for the side of Boom Esports. I mean, Tatsuri probably could have just taken a few more of those trades there if he had his passive to keep him invincible for a few brief moments, but he didn't have it. He had to get out of there. He could not defend that T3.
Exactly, and this Lady Soon coming in from Ray, he's playing so well this game. He's making sure that his range outranges the likes of the Boom members here. And right now, a fight by Brick mid lane.
Oh, there it is. The beautiful and ending sorrow there we were speaking about in the BP. But at the same time, we're seeing that Tatsuri is already low. Impressive goes down. Impressively, Wawa goes back in, looks for some more. Toshi gets a shutdown. Miji looking like he is going to be taken down as well as an ace here.
And that's 5 members down. Wawa leading the charge, making sure that there are no surviving members of Boom Esports. With this minion wave pushing in, this will be game for Gen G Esports.
You can take the war out of the warrior, but you can't take the victory from Gen G. They will be going through to the last chance.
Gen G Esports is going to win this game, moving forward in a very, very superior fashion, a 2-0 victory over Boom Esports.
I mean, this just means it kind of throws back to the KME, right? When we saw Nongshim and Gen G go at it, and Nongshim, they took a 3-1 victory over Gen G, and then they took a 3-2. Actually, no, 3-2, then 3-1. So again, just advancing on that progression, and Gen G